Hey guys, welcome back to Kuma Reviews. We've got a 2022 TFCon Canada exclusive. Mastermind Creations, their reformatted line, R-48SG Optus Prominon. So this is codenamed Severed Giest. The SG is kind of an anagram for Shattered Glass, which this represents, an homage to Shattered Glass Optimus Prime, of course, using their Stormbringer style Optus Pexus mode. So I'm going to zoom in. Actually, first, let's go ahead and take a look at the height. This isn't going to be a full review going over articulation and all that stuff in depth because we've already reviewed Optus Pexus, so we'll be doing more of a comparison here, just like we did for Flamebreaker not too long ago. So this is around 7 3/4 inches tall. All right, so on the taller side of Voyager scale, give you guys a roundabout here. And I'm particularly going to zoom in to the upper body because if you look, there's a lot of weathering there. And unfortunately, it's not done on the lower body parts for some reason, but it's still pretty cool to see it all. You've got the hand-drilled bullet holes with some weathering around those. Let's actually brighten this up because I'm having a hard time seeing through my lens there. So there we go. All right. And then what's really cool is the molded in crack in the windshield. So that is freaking awesome. One small detail that they did not do, though, is the small crack in the mask itself. A lot of companies don't do that when they homage Shattered Glass Optimus Prime. I don't know why, but that would have put this over the top. Even as is, though, it's pretty incredible. I've said repeatedly on my social media, TFW, etc., it has a completely different vibe than Optus Pexus, and that's freaking cool. So let's zoom out, actually. Get that back darkened some. I don't know why it gets brighter when I zoom in and things like that, but really neat how cameras and stuff like that work. So now we've got them side by side. Okay. And don't worry, we'll go over the box contents and stuff like that too here in a second, but just want to knock this comparison out. So we got both of them side to side. All right. I just want to make sure both of them are lit fine. And again, even though they're the same mold, the Shattered Glass version or Severed Giest actually gives me a bigger feel. Okay? And Pexus does have the two rifles, the black rifles that it came with, the pre-order bonus ones. He also comes with gray ones. Pexus just comes with black ones. If you want, you can go ahead and mount those to his back as well. That's a universal feature on him. All right, just so we get a 1-1 comparison. I personally think it looks really cool like that. But yeah, good stuff. And of course, in the gallery, we'll have pictures of them side by side and things like that, so you can get a really crystal clear HD shot to really see the difference in the details and whatnot. Okay, so now we're going over what all comes in the box. So it comes with an unmasked face for Prominon as well as Pexus. His two blasters, which we just looked at. The axe, it reminds me a lot of the Corbot V. I don't know if it's Corbot V or Corbot 5. Axe from Render Form years back. But yeah, there's that. Okay, pretty long there. And it also comes with a 2-piece cape. Wired cape. Pretty cool stuff. And then zooming into the back a little bit. Of course, his instructions and his card. Now the box on this one's pretty neat. I don't do a ton of reformatted stuff, so I don't know how often they do this, but it's actually a sleeve color or slip cover. Cool artwork on the front. And then the more standard CGI on the box itself, blank on the back. Slip that back on. But yeah, really neat stuff, so let's start checking out some of these accessories. Alright, And just taking a look at the alternate faceplates that come with Prominon for each of them. Unmasked face, identical, besides, like eye color and stuff like that. Same shade of silver, it looks like. The gray makes his silver look a little bit more dark for some reason, but they are the same color. But yeah, well, heck, even the eye color's the same, so never mind that. But yeah, it's a good look. Alright, and here he is with his big old battle axe. Pretty cool stuff. So size-wise, you don't have to worry about it not fitting in a detolf or anything like that. Just to get a semi-accurate, it's about 9¼ inches front to back. I guess tip to bottom of the staff, whatever. But yeah. Really cool stuff and a really thoughtful addition. Flame Toys kind of started off the whole giant battle axe thing. And it's nice to see more companies taking that on and making it a regular addition to Optimus Prime because it looks absolutely badass. Alright, and here it is in alt mode. You guys a roundabout there? And just like the other variants of this mode, Cybertronian truck. In fact, zoom out a bit. Comparison here to Optus Pexis. And it's neat because even in its alt mode, you still got the cracked windshield, the bullet holes. There's a lot of character to this that this one doesn't necessarily have. And I'm not saying a good versus bad thing, but it definitely offsets them. So I like when repaints really justify in themselves a reason. You don't have to think of, well, maybe, blah, blah, blah. No, you see it's blatantly different. It's cool. All right. There's the alt mode. And just for prosperity's sake, the wheels do roll and stuff like that. Believe it or not, this has to be one of the more concise Cybertronian alt mode transformations I've seen. Because if it's not exact, wheels won't roll, this and that, the gun won't peg down, it's pretty tight. Like, it's not a hard transformation, but it's definitely one to where if in the end it's off, I end up pretty much retransforming the whole thing or whatever, because it's hard to tell exactly where you got it wrong even. Yeah. There's that. Alright, and that about sums it up. Again, Mastermind Creations, their reformatted line, R-48SG Optus Prominon, aka Severed Giest. So, final thoughts on this guy? Honestly, I love it. I'm not huge on Optus Pexis for whatever reason. I mean, it's a really crazy articulated figure, which you'll see in the article and gallery and stuff like that, more so than this review, which was more of a comparison, as well as all of the Optus Pexis reviews that are out there and stuff like that, as well as the black repaint Optus Nox. This one though, Prominon, it just gives me a much more, I guess, prominent vibe. It's awesome. I do have a lot of bias towards Shattered Glass. It's one of the first, I guess, Transformers series or canons as an adult that I got into. It brings back fond memories. My first BotCon was 2012, and that one was the second Shattered Glass collection that they did. I think they did a couple, it was like 2008, I think the first box set was, and then they did a couple of figures like sporadically, but 2012 was the second full Shattered Glass box set. But regardless, even outside of that bias, I think a lot of people can see and agree, even on TFW as well as the social medias that I've been visiting and stuff like that, that this one just plain looks badass. And to finish it out with this final shot, we are showing off the cape, the gun actually in the hand instead of the back, as well as the open chest feature, which does feature a removable matrix, and we'll show the matrix removed and stuff like that again in the gallery. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. I'll see you next review, and until then, stay well, stay safe. Bye.